Today I'll review a nice little inexpensive gem from Fragrance World that's called Nazih Silver. Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. It's time for your daily dose of some fragrance content and it's time for another fragrance review. This one coming from the brand of Fragrance World, which is actually sold under the sub-brand Atur Al Alam, and the fragrance itself is called Nazih Silver. And this is a very nice little fragrance that's cloning Boss Bottled Intense. The box of Nazih Silver looks like this. As you can see, it has a pretty simplistic box design. The things you should need to know about this fragrance: the bottle size here is 100 milliliters and the concentration is EDP. And then this is the actual bottle. It has a pretty nice heft. The cap is plastic, somewhat of a snug fit, comes in silver color. And again here you got the same sort of detailing that you get on the box itself, the name of the fragrance and all that interesting thing all around. A pretty simplistic packaging and bottle design. Enough about bottle presentation, box design and all that stuff. Let's talk about the scent of Nazih Silver now. As I said, this fragrance is a clone of Boss Bottled Intense. The original fragrance was a very nice, fruity, spicy scent that unfortunately has been discontinued at this point, and I know that a full bottle nowadays can reach crazy high prices, and it's pretty much a very sought after type of scent. But the good thing is that we have a great cheap alternative from Fragrance World. This is the sprayer in action. The sprayer is very decent. And the scent itself, if you're not familiar with Boss Bottled Intense, again, this is a very fruity scent that relies on a lot of fruity sweetness from a green apple note, but also has quite a bit of spiciness. The main players in this fragrance are the apple note and the cinnamon note, which gives this one, again, quite a spicy kick, especially in the beginning. There's a hint of a floral touch from an orange blossom note, which just gives a bit of airiness to the whole scent profile. And immediately after spraying this one, you also get quite a bit of vanillic sweetness. It's a nice, sweet, vanillic, fruity, spicy opening with a bit of an aromatic touch because of the orange blossom note. When this goes into the dry down, you lose some of that airness from the opening, and the dry down is more a mix between still the green apple note, which has nice fruity sweetness, the cinnamon, which is still in here, even on the dry down, the vanillic sweetness, and also a bit of woodiness on the dry down. There's a bit of sandalwood, a bit of cedar wood on the dry down of this fragrance. All around, it's somewhat of a simplistic scent that feels quite linear from the opening to the dry down, but at the same time feels very pleasant and a very easy to wear fragrance that works great in the fall time and winter time as well. So now is the time, the greatest time to actually wear something like a Nazih Silver or the original scent from Boss. It's nicely done, there's no harshness or anything like that. All around, Fragrance World have done a good job with Nazih Silver. When it comes to how close this fragrance is to the original scent, I would say that it's been quite a while since I've tried Boss Bottled Intense, but at least from what I remember the original smelling, this in the air smells very similar to the original fragrance, but this just feels a little bit lighter, a little bit more airy, lacks a bit of the sweetness and the strength of the spiciness of the original scent, but definitely smells very, very similar to the original scent from Boss, again, especially in the air. When it comes to the performance, this is probably the weakest area of this fragrance, the weakest point of this fragrance. It's not a bad performing scent. I get slightly above average performance out of Nazih Silver, but we're talking about 6.5 hours of performance with nice moderate projection in the first about hour and a half. So you should definitely not expect this one to be a great performer, but again, at the same time, it's not a weak scent. Again, I would call it a slightly above average performing fragrance. Price-wise, I personally paid about 25 euros, and this seems to be the norm, at least around here in Europe, which is, I would say, an adequate price considering what you get in return, and especially considering that the original fragrance nowadays is very hard to find and tends to cost quite a lot of money. And versatility-wise, a nice masculine scent that works great in the colder months of the year, especially fall and early springtime. And as I said again, this probably right now is the perfect time to wear something like Nazih Silver. And at the end, a few final words about Nazih Silver from Atur Alam and Fragrance World. As I said, in my opinion, this fragrance is a nice little gem from the brand of Fragrance World. It's not very well known. I think it deserves a little bit more attention because this is a very likable, very easy to wear fall weather, fall time scent. In my opinion, it's fruity, it's sweet, it's spicy. Just works great at the current time that we're living, the current season that we're into right now, the fall time season. Offers very nice quality, decent performance. Probably the weakest point of this fragrance again is the performance. You should not expect wonders out of Nazih Silver, but at the same time it's not bad. You can freely overspray this one as well because it's quite cheap. Costs about 25 euros, all around a nice little gem from Fragrance World, and a great alternative to something that unfortunately has been discontinued. So at the end of the day, Nazih Silver will get a like from me. So guys, in today's video I reviewed a nice little inexpensive gem from Fragrance World and Atur Alam called Nazih Silver. I hope that you found this video interesting to watch. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me tomorrow for your daily dose of some fragrance content. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.